Hello, 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 hello. So, good morning everyone. I am back. I am Mom P at your service. So, for this morning, allow me to present to you my lesson about probability of a union of two events. So, we are now on week 6 of quarter 3. So, objectives for of our lesson are as follows. So, letter A, differentiate union from intersection of two events. Letter B, illustrate the probability of a union of two events. And letter C, apply the illustration of union of two events in real-life situations. So, let us check our assignment first. Number 1, among the 7 lakes of San Pablo City, namely Sampaloc, Bunot, Yambo, Pandin, Mohicap, Calibato, and Palakpakin, the union and intersection of event A, which is choosing a lake that starts with P, and event B, which is choosing a lake with 6 letters, are as follows. So for our event A, choosing a lake that starts with P. So we have Pandin and Palakpakin. So that's our A. Now for event event B, we have choosing a lake with 6 letters. So from here, so it's Pandin with 6 letters. So therefore, we have the element of set B is Pandin. Now, for the union of event A and B, we have, ayan, so combine this, we have a set of Palakpakin, Pandin. Now, for the intersection, so let's see the common element of event A. So that's Pandin, and for B, it's also Pandin. So in short, we have the intersection of event A and B is equal to Pandin. Yan. So did you get it right? So you can now check your work. Okay? So to continue, let's proceed to the second question. Your cousin asked you to draw cards from a deck of 52 playing cards. A is the event of choosing a heart, and B is the event of choosing a king. So event A is choosing a heart, and event B is choosing a king. So let us list down the elements of event A. So dun sa 52 playing cards, alin doon ang mga hearts? Ayan, ito po ang mga hearts. So there are 13. There are 13, ha? We have the number card and the face card. Next, for event B, choosing a king. So, ilan ang king sa deck of card? So, there are 4 kings in a deck of cards. So, we'll now get the union of event A and B. So, pagsasamahin natin ito. So, we'll have yan, all of this. And then, dadagdag natin yung king. Siyempre, may heart na dito, so hindi na natin isasama pa dito sa union nila. Yan. So, bali ilan lahat yan? 13, 14, 15, 16. Next, we have the intersection. And so, ano ang intersection? So, cross out natin. Ano ang meron sa A na nasa B? Okay, so syempre, ayan. In short, we have the intersection of A and B is the king heart. Yan. So, did you get it right? So, ngayon ay kinuha lang po natin ang mga intersection and union of events. Now, so let's proceed. So, that's all for our assignment. So, going back to the meaning of probability, dahil ang ating lesson is about probability of union of two events. So, when you say probability, it is defined as a ratio of how many times an event may occur as compared to the total possible outcomes. So, ratio ito. So, ibig sabihin, answer will be in fractional form, but we also need to remember the properties of probabilities later. So, you will see it later. So, balikan din natin yung probability of simple events. So, last week, I mentioned to you about probability of simple events. So, meaning, if each of the outcomes in a sample space is equally likely to occur, then the probability of an event E denoted as P of E is given by, so itong P of E depende yan depende sa pwede mong gamitin, gusto mo ng P of A, P of B, P of C, whatever. So the ratio is equal to the number of ways the event can occur over the number of possible outcomes, or pwede rin namang it is equal to the number of outcomes in the event over the number of outcomes in the sample space. Yan. So, as much as possible, answers should be expressed in fractional form. So, as much as possible. So, hindi palaging fraction. Bakit? Kasi, remember, in the properties of probabilities, the probability of any event must be between 0 and 1 inclusive. So, that means to say, it is from 0 to 1. So, it's 0 when an event is impossible to happen. And it is 1 when an event is certainty or possible to happen. So, may chance talagang mangyari, 100% that an event will happen. For sure, its probability is equal to 1. Pero pag ang probability ay never or impossible to happen, then it is equal to 1. So, meaning to say, for your answer in the probability problem, it will never be greater than 1 or never be less than 0. So, that means to say, no negative answer. So, yan po ang pakatatandaan nyo. Kasi nga, ang sabi rito, it ranges from 0 to 1 only. Okay, to continue, let's try to illustrate the probability of a union of two events by reading the following text. Example number 1. So, read the situation below and answer the questions that follow. As part of the celebration of Coco Festival 2021 New Normal Edition, the local government of San Pablo City virtually conducted the Lakan at Mutya ng San Pablo, the search for Mr. and Miss Coco Star, and the San Pablo Idol. So, take note of the representation. Para sa Lakan at Mutya, it's letter L. For Mr. and Miss Coco Star, it's letter C. And for San Pablo Idol, it's letter I. So, the Venn diagram shows the number of students in two sections of San Vicente Integrated High School who watched the festival activities. So, ito po ang Venn diagram. Now, questions. How many students are asked in the survey? So, in order to determine the number of students in the survey, we will just add all of the numbers inside the Venn diagram. So we have 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 20 plus 13 plus this. So just add all the numbers inside the Venn diagram. Okay, so we will have 80. Okay? Oh, next. Number 2, how many students watch Lakan at Mutya? So, ito yon. We are going to add the numbers inside this. Kasi ito yung circle ng Lakan at Mutya. So, ano yon? So, that's 16 plus 9 plus 2 plus 4. Okay? So, that's 31. Okay, next. If a student is randomly chosen, what is the probability that the student watched Lakan at Mutya or San Pablo Idol? Now, we have here the keyword. I mentioned to you last week about the keywords for intersection and for union. So, here we have or. So, when you see or, it talks about the union. So, you are going to add all the numbers belonging to Lakan. So, nagawa na natin siya. It's 31. And then, San Pablo Idol. So, ano pang idadagdag natin dito? Ito. Plus 6 plus 13. So, meron na tayong 31 kanina, then plus 6 plus 13. So, ilan na yan? 37 plus 13 is equal to 50. Okay, so the probability of Lakan at Mutya or Idol is equal to 50 over 80. Bakit naging ganito na siya? Bakit naging fraction na? Tandaan nyo kanina, the probability of an event is equal to the number of outcomes over the total number of outcomes or sample space. So, di ba 80 po itong total number of students. And then, itong sum ng students in Lakan at Mutya in sa Idol ay 50. So, therefore, it's 50 over 80. So, tandaan nyo, whenever the question is about finding the probability, express your answer in fractional form. So, it's 50 over 80, but we can reduce 50 and 80 by dividing it to 10. So, by canceling 0, so what is left is 5 over 8. Okay? Next. Question number 4. Still on the same Venn diagram. If a student is randomly chosen, what is the probability that the student watch only San Pablo Idol and Coco Star? Okay, so may keyword na naman tayo. So, what is the keyword? So, it's and, di ba? And when we speak of and, it means it is intersection. So, what is the intersection of San Pablo Idol? So, ito yung circle na to. And Coco Star. Yan. So, ano ang nasa San Pablo Idol at nasa Coco Star? At yun ay 6. Okay. Bakit hindi kasama ang 2? Kasi po ang 2 ay nasa Lakan at Mutya siya. So, nasa bilog siya ng Lakan at Mutya. So, yung 6 lang ang nasa bilog ng Idol and 4 Coco Star. So, it's 6 over 80 or equal to 3 over 40. Ay, di ko nabura yan. Now, let's proceed to example number 2. As part of this year's Festival of Talents of San Jose National High School, the organizing committee has opened Mobile Legends. Ayan, relate na relate kayo dito. And online singing contest. The Venn diagram below shows the possibilities of grade 10 students joining either Mobile Legend tournaments or online singing contest. So, ito yung Venn diagram. Ito yung para sa singing contest. And ito para sa Mobile Legends. So, dalawa lang ang ating events. So, if a student is randomly chosen, the probability that he or she joined Mobile Legend tournament is the sum of the probability that only M occurs, which is, okay, so, ano pala, M, probability of M. So, ano yon? Okay, so we have here, and, so yung intersection nila. Pero dahil ang tinatanong is the probability of M, so you are going to add all the numbers inside the circle for M or dun sa Mobile Legend. So that will be, okay, 0.4 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.6. Okay, next. So online singing contest naman. So what is the probability of online singing contest? So meron ulit tayong, dito naman tayo sa circle ng sa singing contest. So we have, okay, this one, 0.3 plus 0.2 because these are the numbers inside the circle for singing contest. So we have 0.3 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.5. Next. How about this? The probability of randomly choosing a student who joined both the Mobile Legends tournament and online singing contest. So, we have to look at the overlapping region of M and S. So, heto uli ang ating keyword, and. So, you look at the intersection of S and M. O, diba? Ito yung intersection. Ito yung nag-overlap. So, therefore, it's 0.2. So, the intersection of M and S is equal to 0.2. So, medyo naintindihan na ang kaibahan ng union and intersection. Okay? So, let's continue. Now, another thing that you must know is about the complement of an event. So, what is the meaning of complement of an event? It means the set of all outcomes that are not in the event and is denoted by probability of the complement of event A. Yan. Ang haba, no? The probability of the complement of event A. So, let's see. So, the formula for the probability of the complement of event A is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. So, kung ano yung kukunan mo ng complement, yun ang ima-minus mo sa 1. So, halimbawa, the probability of the complement of event B is equal to 1 minus the probability of B. So, ganun yun. So, let's go back to this Venn diagram. Example, find the probability that a randomly chosen student did not join Mobile Legends tournament. So, take note na ang ating probability ng M kanina ay 0.6, di ba? So, getting the probability of M is 0.6. But you are asked about students who did not join. So, did not. So, that means it pertains to complement. So, baka nagtataka kayo, ma'am, wala naman pong word na complement. So, wala ngang word na complement. Pero, itong ating negative words dito, negative connotation, it means to say, it deals with complement. So, that means we will get the probability of the complement of M. So, that's 1 minus P of M is equal to 1 minus, ang M ay 0.6. Therefore, the answer is 0.4. Diba? So, pag halimbawa naman, ang kukunin natin ay probability of the complement of event is, ano naman siya, magiging 1 minus 0.5 naman. So, 1 minus 0.5 is equal to 0.5. Okay? O, ganun lang kadali ang complement of an event. Okay, heto na. So, going back. So, ano naman yung ating pinaka-lesson ngayon? Yung probability of a union of two events. So, it seems that it pertains to general probability addition rule. Yan. So, it says that the general probability addition rule for the union of two events states that P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, where A intersection B is the intersection of two sets. Okay, so under this, you are going to consider, if you're given two events, you are going to check whether there is an intersection of two sets, because you can see that there are two formulas for the probability of a union of two events depending upon whether there is an intersection of two sets or none. So, pag may nakita kayong intersection of two sets, you're going to use this formula. Yan. So, may i-add, tapos may ima-minus. But, in case there is no intersection of two sets, so ang tawag po natin dun ay disjoint or mutually exclusive events. So, ang sabi, the addition rule can be shortened if the sets are disjoint or mutually exclusive events, meaning to say, events that cannot happen at the same time. For example, I cannot be at Binangonan and Cardona at the same time. That's very impossible to happen. So, it is a mutually exclusive events. So, ang gagawin nyo lamang para makuha yung union of two events ay P of A plus B of B. Ayan ha. So, bali dito, ang binibigyan natin ng focus ay probability of a union of two events. Example, if you roll two dice, what is the probability that you get a sum of 6 or a pair of odd numbers? So, remember yung binigay ko sa inyo sa probability of simple events. Ano ba yung outcomes na when you roll two dice? Ano yung mga lalabas? Yan ang mga lalabas. Diba? So, there are, how many outcomes are there? There are 36. Yan. So, bakit itong question na to ay nag-fall under probability of union of two events? Okay. Kasi, 'di ba? Uh, Look at this. Okay, so you roll two dice. So naturally, you will get two outcomes. At yung two outcomes na yun, ang sabi is, the first one is, you get a sum of 6. And the other one, pair of odd numbers. So, ang ating magiging P of A ay yung getting a sum of 6. And then, ang ating magiging P of B is getting a pair of odd numbers. So, kunin muna natin yung getting a sum of 6. So, look at the sample space. So, what can give us a sum of 6? So, we have here. So, sige, underline natin. Hanapin natin yung merong sum of 6. We have here. Ayan. 1, 5. Ano pa? Okay, 2, 4. 3, 3. 4, 2. 5, 1. O, diretso. So, yan ang magbigay sa atin ng sum of 6. Yan. So, that's 1, 5. 2, 4. 3, 3. 4, 2. 5, 1. And 5, 1. So, ilan yan? So, there are 5 outcomes. Okay, next. A pair of odd numbers. So, meaning to say, yung mga, it contains digits 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. So, they are odd numbers. So, ano yung mga yun? Okay, so alin dyan? Ito, may 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5. O, hindi pwede yan kasi may even. So, we have 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5. We have, hindi rin pwede ang 4. O, we have 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 5. O, hindi pwede ang 6. So, in short, the probability of B that will give us a pair of odd numbers are, ayan. So, there are 9 outcomes. Next, meron silang intersection. So, napuna nyo, di ba, meron tayong ginuhitan ng 2 beses. So, ito, 1. Di ba? Okay. So, let's see. Okay, black ang gusto ko. Ayan. So, may 1, 5. 3, 3. 5, 1. So, the intersection is 3. So, we now substitute to the formula. So, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So, our P of A is 5. So, that's 5 over 36. And our P of B is 9. 9 over 36. So, ma-minus natin. So, kanina, ilan tong intersection nila? Minus 3 over 36. So, we have 5 minus 9 is 14, minus 3 is 11 over 36. So, the answer is 11 over 36. O, diba? Okay, so that's how to find the probability of the union of two events with intersection of two sets. Paano naman yung walang intersection? Okay? So, tingnan natin. Let's proceed to another example. Okay, so ayaw na niyang mag-undo. Oops, naghang na siya. Burahin ko na nga lang, ayaw na niya. Oops, pambura na lang. Ayan, ayaw na niya mag-undo. Okay, next. So, same question. If you roll 2 dice, what is the probability that, ito naman, you get double numbers or a product of 6? So, balik natin ang, so, ito ba ang gagamitin nating formula? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So, ibalik natin ang mga sample space. So, first, kunin natin yung bali ang P of A is equal to yung may double numbers. So, ano yung may double numbers dito? Yan. So, ito. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay. So, there are 6 outcomes. Next, event B. So, we have event B. So, P of B. Okay. So, it gives us a product of 6. So, alin dito magbibigay sa atin ng product of 6? Ayan. Ito. 2, 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Ano pa? Ayan. 3 times 2 is 6. Ano pa? Yun. 1 times 6 is 6. Siyempre, binaliktad natin. 6 times 1 is 6. Okay? Can you see some more? Wala na. Okay. So, yan ang ating probability of B with ilang outcomes? So, there are 4 outcomes. Okay. Now, look at the outcomes. Do you see something common to them? Okay. So, wala siya, diba? So, therefore, we are not going to use this formula. We will not use this formula. So, ang gagamitin natin ay yung yan. So, ito ang gagawin natin. P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. So, we will simply add. So, the probability of A is 6 over, so, 36 pa rin. And the probability of B is 4 over 36. So, 6 plus 4 is 10 over 36. Reducing to lowest term is 5 over 18. So, that's the final answer. So, you see the difference between the two. One has intersection of 2 sets, the other without. Okay? And so, okay, so let's continue. Yan. So, sa learning task 1, sige, sasagutan ko para sa inyo yung learning task 1. The extracurricular activities in which the senior class at SPC Science Integrated High School participate are shown in the Venn diagram. So, meron na naman tayong Venn diagram. So, question, how many students are in the senior class? So, i-add lang ulit natin sila. Lahat ng ito. So, 38 plus 4 plus 10 plus 30 plus 51 plus 8 plus 10 plus 137. So, that will be 288. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong question about probability, it shall be over 288. Kasi yun yung pinaka total number of students in the senior class. Next, How many students participated in athletics? Okay, burahin muna natin yan. Oops! Ay, nako, nakabilis. Ayan, ako, napabilis ako. Hmm. Yan, o sige, nabigay na ang sagot. So, how many students participated? O, i-undo natin itong mga... So, paano na ko yung 159? Sige, pakikita ko na lang kung paano na ko yung 159. So, athletics. So, nasan? Ito yung bilog ng athletics. Ito. So, ito lang i-add natin. 137 plus 4, 141. Plus 10, 151. Plus 8, 159. Okay, check. Next, if a student is randomly chosen, what is the probability that the student participates in athletics or? Okay, may keyword na naman tayong or. So that means it pertains to union of two events. So, i-add natin ang nag-participate sa athletics. So, meron na tayong 159. So, heto na siya. Heto na yung 137 plus 4 plus 10 plus 8. So, 159 yan. And then, yung sa drama, heto, i-add pa natin to. 38 plus 30. So, that is 227. Okay, next. Okay, so, ang tanong pala, pati ako nakalimutan ko. So, kasi meron nga palang tanong dito na, what is the probability? So, dapat ang question is, ang answer is in fractional form. So, it's 227 over 288. So, ngayon, wala naman siyang common factor. So, yan na yung sagot. You cannot reduce it anymore to lowest term. Next, may probability. Ayan, inuna ko na ha. May probability na uli siya. So, if a student is randomly chosen, what is the probability that the student participates only in drama and, ayan, meron na naman tayong keyword na and. So, that means intersection of events. So, saan nag-intersect ang drama and band? Drama and band. Okay, so heto. Ayan. So, that means, dahil probability siya, so it will be 30 over 288. It's equal to 15 over 144. So, doon sa mga nahirapang mag-reduce to lowest term, gawin nyo na lang, divide nyo by 2. If you see that their last digit ends with even number, divide nyo by 2. Divide by 2 lang hanggang sa lumit ng lumit. Diba? So, burahin ko na nga lang para mabilis. Ayan, para mabilis, burahin ko na lang. Ayan, wala na. Okay, next. Learning task 2. Sasagutan ko na rin para sa inyo ang learning task 2. Consider the situation below and answer the questions that follow. So, grade 7 students of San Pablo City Integrated High School have chosen their favorite subjects. The Venn diagram below shows the students' probabilities of choosing either science or mathematics as their favorite subject. Wow! Sana lang totoo. Yan. So, ito yung may favorite sa math. Ito yung may favorite sa science. Ito, wala. Wapakels. So, find the following. So, first, find the probability of M. So, ilan ang may gusto sa math? Siyempre, mag-a-add tayo. So, ang may circle ng math ay ito. So, ang numbers na sumakop ay itong dalawa. So, we have Okay, 0.35 plus 0.20 is equal to 0.55. Okay, next, question number 2. Ano naman ang may gusto sa math? Okay. Sa science pala. Ito naman. So, kunin natin itong circle na to. May gusto sa science. So, bale. So, i-add natin yung mga numbers inside na circle ng science. So, that will be 0.25 plus 0.20. That's equal to 0.45. Okay? Next, the probability of M union is, okay, so meaning to say, i-add lang natin lahat ito. Union eh. So, i-add natin. So, meron na tayong, yan. So, i-add natin tong tatlo. So, we'll have, yan, 0.35 plus 0.20 plus 0.25. Nako, napabilis na naman ang aking pindot. Okay, next, number 4, probability of M intersection S. So, ano yung nasa gitna? Buburahin ko na lamang yung, ayan. So, ayan. So, ito yung intersection ng M and S. Okay? Next. The probability of the complement of event M. So, that's equal to 1 minus probability of M. So, meron na tayong M that is 0.55. So, ma-minus na lang natin. So, that will be 1 minus 0.55 is equal to 0.45. Okay. So, yun po ang laman ng learning task 2. Okay. So, bale, buray na nga natin yan. Okay. So, that's it. So, for your assignment, in the yellow paper, you copy and answer the following. So, ang sasagutan nyo na lamang po ay ang learning task 3 and ang nasa assessment part. Yan. So, dun po sa inyong mga kopya, nasa lip po ito. So, just refer the questions to your lip. Okay, so that's it for today. So, sana may natutunan po kayo ngayon. So, as usual, thank you for listening and keep safe everyone. So, bye-bye everyone. So, God bless.